It was Christmas Eve of 2015. I had recently gotten a new job as a psychiatric nurse, but I had to start with the overnight shift, and that included Christmas Eve night, which was a Thursday. Well, technically it was a Friday by the time I arrived at work, but anyway, most of my shifts are slow and boring, with a lot of sitting around a computer for most of the night. Since most of the patients are asleep during the hours that I was there, occasionally I'd have to go check on the patients and observe their behavior, or deal with patients who would become restless in the middle of the night. Dealing with so many people with mental disabilities at once was a lot to take in at first, but the Christmas decorations scattered throughout the building brought a little extra cheer to the place. There was one particular patient who had been creeping me out. Her name was Abatha. She was an old, sickly lady with severe schizophrenia. She often at times would mumble to herself incomprehensible things, and sometimes she'd say things out loud that I'd assume were directed at me, but she'd just be talking to herself. It was about 3 in the morning when I went to go check on Abatha, who'd been awake the whole night. I came in and asked if she needed anything, and she just looked at me with a horrific smile and laughed. It gave me the chills because I felt like I was witnessing something from a scary movie. She looked away from me and started muttering something. I didn't understand most of it, but the words that did pop out at me were to check the bathroom. I asked her to repeat herself, but she didn't acknowledge me. She just turned to her side and rested her head on the pillow. I tried to get her to confirm that she wanted me to check the bathroom, but she wouldn't answer now. So I checked the bathroom across from her bed in her room, but as I expected, there was nothing out of the ordinary. I left the room and went back to my desk in the hall. Then I looked at the bathroom across from my desk. My curiosity got the better of me, so I went into the bathroom, but the lights wouldn't turn on. I stood by the doorway listening for a moment, and I heard breathing and then a click sound from one of the stalls. I got on my knees and checked under the stalls from a distance. No feet could be seen in either of the stalls though. One stall had its door shut. I went up to it and stuck my eye through the crack of the door. It was really dark, but I felt like I could see something at the back of the stall. I got back down on my knees to look under the door, but when I did, I couldn't see anything. Then I got back up and took one more look through the crack of the door, and there was someone's face right on the other side, peeking through the crack, just as I was. I almost fell to the floor with fright, but managed to run to the door and slam it shut. I grabbed the key from the desk and locked the bathroom door. I told another nurse that there was someone in the bathroom, but when we checked together, not only did the lights now work, but the stalls were open and no one was inside either of them. It was impossible for someone to have left the room and locked the door. That night, before my shift ended, I tried to question Abatha about what was in the bathroom, but she wouldn't answer me, so I just gave up and walked to the door. I heard her say, "Merry Christmas." I turned and saw her giving me a smile. Only, the smile didn't give me a good feeling. There was something so unsettling about it. I had to turn and leave. I had to work with Abatha for a few more weeks before she was transferred to another center. To this day, I still feel there was a connection between Abatha and whatever it was that I saw in the bathroom. It's literally just one of those stories I just can't even understand or rationalize, but it still haunts me.